Check this out. This is the object that tag and cause the electromagnetic interference in the camera while this guy was recording the clouds. The craft hiding behind the cloud. They made their own clouds. So to anyone that thinks that these are image artifacts, well, let me show you the same object captured by the Cassini orbiter around Enceladus, the moon of Saturn, Enceladus. And this is going to freak you out, just to give you an idea how these entities can shrink to tiny size and to gigantic size. That's Enceladus moon right there, where he's pointing the arrow. This is in MarsAnomalyResearch.com. Enceladus of World Evidence, Report 170, October 5, 2009. And he go on to explain all at what distance was the Cassini orbiter when he took these pictures. 88,000 to 135,000 miles away. So imagine the size of the objects to be visible that far out. Look, there's the objects right there. Look at thousands and thousands of objects. But now let me show you one exactly, not 1,000 of them exactly like the one in this guy's hand and face and body. That's when the camera went got frozen in place. Look, these are the objects. Look how many they are. There are thousands of them. I mean, hundreds of, who knows how many thousands of them. They're the objects, right? The same exact objects. I mean, not a single difference. Look. That's the object next to Enceladus, on top of the Enceladus moon. Look at the size of those things. And now look at this one right next to his hand. Just think about, just like what Dr. Berggruen said, that this object can, by controlling electromagnetism, they can become the size of the sun or tiny as a grain of sand at will. Just using electromagnetism, the control of that allows them to do tricks that we would think is magic. But it's not, it's just physics. Some kind of physics that we have no clue. Look at that. That's the object in his hand. It looks like a cube. But you don't see nothing around that. If that was pixel, everything would be squares. There's only that one right there, but there's several others around the guy's body. And look at that, this worm tubes-like structure, and NASA scrubbed around all of them. He deleted all the other stuff methodically. Look at that. Look at that. The exact same kind of object. And every time this thing happened, the camera froze off 4 times during this 42 minutes recording. That's why I decided to investigate that particular video, because it was shot with a nice camera, a good quality camera. Well, you can see the crystal pictures. And look, this is the objects even closer, but they are gigantic in this image of Enceladus. And look how NASA deleted methodically all the rest of the image. You can see where they cut horizontally, vertically, they deleted, because all those things are like, these are like tubes everywhere. That's how space really is. That's the 7th image. And look at that. NASA deleted all this. About 90% of the image was erased. Or, well, yeah, it looked blurred, but it really was erased methodically. And you can see as far back, and I mean, that's to think people that that's an image artifact. No, it's not. That's how space is, and that's how they operate. This craft, look at. This guy asked me where did I get that image of that rectangular tube. That's where I gave him the posting. I gave him about a whole list of posting places to get the right information. That's MarsAnomalyResearch.com by Joseph Peacekeeper. And look at the weird deals that are going on out there that NASA does not want us to know. This guy is a heck of an investigator. He just doesn't want to go where I go. He doesn't want to deal with these reptilian entities that control. They have a hell of a technology, man. They can do things that we can only dream of. Yeah, the military-industrial complex might have some good shit, never something like that. To build a whole star system, a solar system, because I believe they build this shit. We are living in their deal. The Earth is surrounded by an electromagnetic bubble. It's a bubble that they create, that they encase this planet, and they cause storms, earthquakes, you name it. They're putting us at war over stupid shit. We can realize that. They cause drought, they cause storms. I mean, apparently they feed off of the bad shit that we secrete when we're angry or sad and shit like that. But the so-called investigators cannot go there. For some reason, this is too hard to digest. It is. But if you're going to think about entities that are a million years ahead of us, you got to think out of the box. The extraordinary becomes the rule and not the exception. Check it out. I'm gonna mute the deal so you can see how the guy was tagged and the family along with him. He did not see any of it. He don't even have a clue that all this shit happened to him. Look, right there. That's his elbow. The object, one there, one in his finger. Apparently they chose all the nerve endings, the elbow, the shoulder, the fingers. That's where all the nerve endings, where the most electricity flows. So that's what I see on that image. So that has something to do with the energy field of the person. Those are the point where you lift your arm, that's the shoulder. When you bend your arms, the elbow, your hands, and the fingers is where all the sensing nerves are, where all the pressure, heat, and everything is. And look at this image to the right. These objects are immense, but exactly like that tiny one. So, no, man, these people are no, these so-called investigators are blind, or I guess they have pipe view. They look to a pipe, they don't see the panoramic view, they don't remember other investigators' work. They don't read, look at all this shit in space. And you can tell the image has been deleted methodically. I mean, it was scrubbed completely, and only left like 20%, which are those individuals, which are, it's not like that, it's like a spider web. That's how space really is, like a spider web full of tubes and shit. Look, the exact same object as this one here. Look, exactly. But the ones on the right are hundreds of miles large. The ones on the right are in Enceladus, around that moon Enceladus, which is they are traveling and adopting the straight, smooth, streamlined look. When they slow and stop in an area, it's suspect that above the image look is another telling-based configuration. I suspect this segmented length attached on end to form the longer segmented configuration. That's what he thinks. He thinks that when they travel, they become tubular and adapt, and they move like an inchworm, which they do. But no, man, look, this is the exact same object that is on both images, side by side. Look at it. If you have any doubt, look at this. Look at that. What do you think? And look how the guy was tagged, him and his family. That's where the camera became that start vibrating. Look at that. But they're all over his body, on like I say, in key points in his body, the neck, the mouth. Look, it's right there on the neck, around the collar. There's even like a little reptile here on the neck. You see? See if I am right. And there's one even far in the distance. Look at that. There's one right there that looks like it has two eyes and shit. Tiny little reptile man looking shit right there. Can't tell exactly, but all I can tell you is that these are the exact same objects. And you can tell that the image from the Cassini orbiter was scrubbed clean. Look at that, there's nothing in between, but you can see tubes in the faded in the background. Check it out, let me darken the image so you can see what I'm talking about. See that? You can see the silhouette or outlines of the rest of the stuff. It's been scrubbed clean in so many places. Maybe one day the shit will come out right, but I mean, this kind of thing is hard to digest, and what I found out today, it's gonna be even more hard to believe that you can see them moving all over the sky. They look like bacteria, but they're not. They're just far up behind that membrane looking shit, blue, that look like the sky. It's not the sky. And look, the orbiter came within 50 miles of Enceladus, and you cannot even find one single image from that distance. He posted that at the end of the page, how close he got. Here is the distance, 25 miles. Imagine, that's how close. And there's several days in 2005 and 6 and 7 that they didn't post anything, no data. October, December, January, September, November.